proudly present, ladies and gentlemen, on my left, one of the top-ranked contenders for the NWA World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. He is from Hazard, Kentucky, top-ranked by the NWA, weighs 270 pounds. We introduce now Luke Brown. His opponent is from Boniface, Florida, weighing 226. We present to you now Greg Peterson. This is one fall. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Thank you very much, Jack Bitterman. And again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Gulf Coast Wrestling, promoted by Lee Fields. What an outstanding wrestling card we have scheduled for you here at Expo Hall this evening. Some of the top professionals in the Golden Gulf Coast will be appearing here tonight. But at this point, we would like to say that all of the matches that are presented at the auditorium are not seen on television because we cannot fit them into the time frame allocated to us. We only have 1 hour for wrestling, and the matches run considerably longer than that, and we regret that we can't show them all to you, but that's the way it is. Our referee for this match is Jimmy McGuire. Greg Peterson versus Luke Brown. Jack, what about this man, Luke Brown?
Well, he's top-ranked, as I said in the ring, Leroy. He's about the #1 contender for the NWA Championship, and he's a big fellow, as you see, and the folks see at home. He's about 6'7", 270 pounds. Seems to think that perhaps Greg Peterson a little too small for him, but he looks
seems
good.
To be handling himself all right against the man's size.
That's right. The crafty veteran, Greg Peterson. Had one match on the card. Lord Ravens, Dan Burdick fought to a draw in 15 minutes in the opening bout of our wrestling program, which, as Leroy explained, we cannot carry, of course, all the bouts. Arm drag by Greg Peterson takes the big fella down, and he's kind of surprised, I think, Leroy, that Greg moves as fast as he does.
Yes. He's a very strong athlete, Greg, as he's deceptive for his size. The expression dynamite comes in small packages is very true with Greg Peterson.
That's absolutely right. Go into a semi-referee's position now, using that strength. There's big Luke Brown bearing down, and he has the weight, he has the strength, and Greg Peterson being forced down. That right knee hits the canvas. So this is a big one. Look at that Luke Brown and coming right back is Greg Peterson. Makes a good comeback and a double drop kick. Sends Luke Brown down to the mat. And Luke, well, if everything else fails, you talk to the crowd, Leroy, right?
Yes, but you have a problem drowning some of them out.
Yeah. True. Well, there you heard the words. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. We'll mark that one. Greg Peterson now tries for the pin, but Luke Brown right outside the bottom strand of the rope. So the referee, of course, calls a break, and they go back into action. Let's see if they go into the full referee's position. They do. Greg backing up on big Luke Brown. There's a forearm smash by Brown, and a tough one, too. Kick to the back by Brown, and Greg wants to get on him. Jimmy McGuire, the referee, another shot to the face by Luke Brown. Says he's doing it with palm up, which constitutes legally. But there's Greg with an elbow smash and then uppercuts Luke Brown. He's doing well, doing very well. I figured he would, Leroy, do a good job against this big fella.
Yes. Greg has had... he's been deceptive, as we said. His size is deceptive and everything, and he's wrestled some of the greatest, and Luke Brown comes well recommended. He's got good credentials, but Greg will take on any of them.
Yeah, he sure will. And Luke Brown seems to be doing a little more complaining right now than wrestling, but good hammerlock is applied by Greg Peterson.
Pressure on that shoulder.
Yep, he's got it. He's got it. Greg Peterson bearing down. Greg Peterson has the hold on Luke Brown. Luke Brown, ranked by the National Wrestling Alliance as one of their top 10 men. But Greg Peterson is putting up a tremendous scrap against him tonight. Referee Jimmy McGuire watching Luke Brown right now. I'm watching both of them. Working on that arm is Greg Peterson. And we saw Luke Brown there grab a hold of those tights to pull Greg Peterson down to the canvas. And the break call is being given by the referee right now, and Luke Brown does his breaking. Good match going here. One fall. The time limit is 15 minutes on this one. Upcoming will be a tag team bout that you'll see. And that shoulder block by Greg Peterson comes off those ropes and comes hard. It picked up by Luke Brown. And into the turnbuckles goes Greg Peterson, and he was really locked into that. Brown stomping on him now, the press. 3 count, and that's it, and Luke Brown is the winner. As Greg Peterson came off the ropes, by golly, pick up by Brown and into the turnbuckles and the pin. So we'll have more wrestling action in just a moment.